Worst nostalgia trip ever taken. Worst nostalgia trip ever taken.
Hey, Internet! How y'all been doing? Y'all been doing good now? You been staying out of trouble? I bet you have. I bet you've been real
where's
nice.
the fun in that?
I bet you've been real good. So welcome back to Jokey Pants' Bad Taste. Today we're talking about another wrong turn movie.
Hell to the yeah. And of course we had to get the local descendant of West Virginia.
Who the hell knows?
Maybe a cartoon monkey's gonna beat you over the head with a monkey wrench, and you need to go to work tomorrow and just need to recover. But you need the W energy. That's what you need. The only way you're gonna get through. I don't remember what the nightmare juice is called, but if W's smart, they should try to get that and make it a fucking flavor. TM, TM, TM. You owe me for that one. Actually, no, you could have that one for free.
So yeah, go on over to W, show us some love, and let's get on with the movie. So we're talking about Monkey Bone. Now, fun fact about me, old Jokey Pants here. Little historical fact that you don't get with Oddcast.
Yay!
I have hillbilly relatives. I don't know who they is, but on my mom's side, my grandmama, her parents were literally living in the hills making moonshine away from people. So that's actually in my bloodline. So I actually pray to God I never meet that side of the family. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got some news for you. I got some redneck in my family too. It's the Bays. They're from West Virginia. When I went to a family reunion, they brought their homemade moonshine. I'm not even joking.
I know my grandparents would go to West Virginia, and they would come back with like homemade moonshines and be like, "Yeah, this is all homemade." Blah blah. And it's like, I'm not gonna ask where it was homemade. I'm just not gonna ask questions.
Oh shit! What if my people sold your people moonshine, Jared?
But no, that is actually like a true fact. Like I do actually, there is part of my family that, unfortunately, we're hillbillies, like legitimate hillbillies. Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm about to say same, dude. If it weren't for the Mexican in me, I'm pretty sure I'd be half inbred.
So we're talking. We already covered Wrong Turn 1. We covered Wrong Turn 1 a while back. We're talking about Wrong Turn 2. Dead End.
Oh yeah, because when you take a wrong turn again, sometimes it's a dead end.
Yeah, sometimes you make the turn you ain't gonna come back from. That's what you call dead end. So this movie came out...
I get it now.
So this movie came out in 2007, so it's like 3 years after the first movie, which is... It's like 3 or 4 years after the first movie, which is... It should tell you something. Which is really only because the first movie, as we covered over it when we did it, it wasn't the most well-received movie. Because it borrowed a lot from other things, so it wasn't like the best. It didn't do terrible. People went and watched it. It just wasn't the kind of thing that a studio was going to make a sequel on, despite them leaving it open for it. It didn't see the same numbers as like the Texas Chainsaw reboot or Hills Have Eyes reboot did, because it borrowed too much from them. So it didn't do very well. But the sequel, this is where it gets fun. Do you know how I first saw the sequel?
How'd you first see the sequel, sir?
Sci-Fi Channel.
Ah.
Because this is where Sci-Fi bought the rights, and they were just like, yeah, let's make some sequels. And you got Wrong Turn 2 through, like, I think 4, and then 5 and 6 were, like, just straight to DVD. But I remember specifically 1, 2, 3, like, played on Sci-Fi all the time. And you can tell by the quality of this one and the third one that, like, it definitely was not a studio handling it anymore. It was just people who enjoyed the first one who wanted to make a movie. Oh, God. I didn't expect
Believe
that.
it or not, this one is the best reviewed one
It's
on
fun.
Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it that. It's a fun. It's a.
That's
fun
including
movie.
the 2021 remake.
Yeah, the remake. That I don't look forward to when I get to the remake with Wrong Turn. I don't look forward to it at all. So before my lantern dies, because I also took a wrong turn.
Ooh.
So yeah, this movie, the premise for Wrong Turn 2 is that there's a reality survivor show being done. It's Ultimate Survivor Apocalypse, and that there's a bunch of contestants being brought out into the wilderness. You know, game show. You got to survive, do all the shit, make it to the end. The casting in here, there's people that I've seen a little bit of everywhere, but the one that always stands out to me the most is Henry Rollins.
Who's Henry Rollins?
For those of you, if you're a young person, you have no idea who Henry Rollins is, and that's fair. That's fair. Even people my age don't know who Henry Rollins is, and that's perfectly fine. Henry Rollins was part of a band called Black Flag, which was a punk band way back in the day. He was a very big icon in that sense. Like, he had a very big punk band. He was very much in the music industry. He knew all the grunge bands and the punk bands that were coming up. And he's always been a very opinionated kind of person. So whenever there was something if there was something going on in the world, he would typically be the one during that time where he would be on a show or something and they'd ask his opinion. And he was always a respectful kind of person. Here's the thing. Henry Rollins is weird, right? It's a weird one because he went from an angry, angsty teenager who started Black Flag, where it's anti-establishment and let's all start a riot and pick fights, to at this point in his career, he's done with the drugs, he's done with all the fighting, and he's more of I'm going to give you a respectful opinion about this. And even if I don't agree with it, I'm not going to belittle you for your opinion. I'm just going to try to educate you on why that's wrong and why you're wrong for thinking that way, kind of thing. And he's done movies, this being one of them. But mainly he was a big punk band guy back in the day. Was very big. Anyway, he seems like he's the kind of dude I want to meet at least once, because I feel like for whatever reason you'd get a good conversation with him. Anyway, so this movie opens up. They scroll over the forest. We're going over the top of the forest, and they're giving us a bunch of credits and the title. And we zoom into a Mustang that's coming down a road. Just a regular dirt road.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Hatton Oswalt is there.
Oh, God, yeah. Give me a second before I go to his cameo. Here's the thing with Wrong Turn 2. It is not a direct sequel to Wrong Turn, and in fact, there's no established timeline at all. I had to look it up to make sure. There's no established timeline at all. This could be a week after the first movie. This could be months after. This could be years after. No one.
This could be happening at the same
knows.
time.
Definitely not the same time. There's no way you can convince me this is the same time, because they changed
maybe
some things.
Maybe Three Fingers is really good at sprinting.
Here's the thing. Three Fingers is in this. There is another one from the first movie that is in this, and he has a different name this time. But I recognize the fucking face, to where I was like, you're from the first movie as well. They just changed your name. And he also has different hair. But the face...
Yeah,
the dude who
he's
has
the sawtooth.
Yeah, he's the one. He's like missing like his entire upper lip. He's in this one, but he's Pa. He doesn't. He's not. He's not Sawtooth. Whatever they called him Pa because he's a dad in this one, I guess. But it's I recognize his face immediately. So I was like, yeah, no, there was one of the cannibals in the first movie was missing like his entire upper lip. So that's the same dude.
Sawtooth, and he used bow and arrow.
Yeah, because he uses it in this movie too. It's the same fucking character. Anyway, so we zoom in. There's a Mustang coming down dirt road, and it's the actress Kimberly.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be coming out to do some kind of TV programs.
Yeah, it's Kimberly Caldwell, as played by Kimberly Caldwell.
Yeah, isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? But yeah, so she's driving her Mustang down, and she ends up she calls her manager, who's back in LA, and as Unrefney already pointed out, fucking Patton Oswalt, I don't know why he cameoed for this voice role. Like, that's all he is. He has no purpose.
It's there to make you go, that Patton Oswalt?
Yeah, it's really all he's there for. But yeah, they're arguing because she's calling him, but it's like 3 a.m. back in L.A., and he's mad that she's waking him up because he has yoga at 6, and he needs his sleep.
Which is
Fuck
not
off.
how time zones work.
Yeah, just
if it's 3 a.m. in West Virginia, in L.A., it is 6 a.m. in West Virginia.
Yeah, it's definitely not 6 a.m. Where Kimberly is. Just no way you're telling me that's 6 a.m. Anyway, so yeah, she's arguing with him. She thinks she made a wrong turn. She stops at an old paper mill, and she's like, yeah, I don't know, there's some kind of paper mill. Where am I supposed to be going? I hate that I'm doing this reality survival show. This is stupid. And then because she's arguing, and she drops her phone because she loses signal, so, classic, just like the first movie, let's drive and get distracted. But instead of hitting a car, she hits somebody. She hits a person.
Oh no, not the person.
Yeah, he just rolls right over the car, and she freaks out because she hit somebody. What is she gonna do? And as a normal person, she has the normal reaction of freaking out and then being like, please don't be dead. And then she goes and checks the body. And then Karma says, fuck you, and she gets her face ripped off. As a hillbilly boy, who this one is called Brother, that he doesn't have a name, he's just Brother. He lunges up and he lunges up and rips her fucking lips off, and she thinks she's got to get away. She's trying to get back to the Mustang, and then we get Three Finger, the staple character of this entire franchise, the only hillbilly that comes back in every single movie. Every single movie, even if the others change, he's the one that always is there.
He's the one that survived, so they're like, well, we got to keep him.
And he just comes back in all of them, and he changes look. We'll get into it as we get into the other ones, but this is where this one he changes actors and changes looks a little bit, and then that continues as these movies go. They just keep making him look different. But yeah, it's Three Finger. He surprises her. He cuts her in half with an axe, and they drag off both body parts, and we get more credits because I don't know. I guess they wanted to open up with a kill before they finished with credits for some reason.
It's the cold open, as the kids call it.
I don't count it as a cold open because they opened with credits scrolling over the forest to zoom in on Mustang, and then after this whole thing and she dies, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, here's executive producer, another producer, the screenwriter, and I'm like, the fuck were all the credits in the beginning over the why are we still getting credits? That's 10 minutes ago.
You gotta give credit where credit's due.
So yeah, she's dead. So Kimberly's just dead. Then we cut over to Henry Rollins, who's playing Colonel Dale Murphy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hoorah. But yeah, they're making Ultimate Survivor Apocalypse. and they have everything set up with like burn barrels and trashes, things of that nature to make it look apocalyptic-y. And we get introduced to our cast of characters. Jake, Nina, Elena, Mara, Jonesy, no relation to Letterkenny, and Amber. And they're all terrible. Pretty much all of them will die. Just about all of them will die, and you won't feel bad. In fact, there is one kill specifically in this movie later that I had to pause and laugh, and Sergeant Redacted was judging me a little bit, but it's because it was so fucking stupid she deserved it, and I couldn't help but laugh. But yeah, I did want to point out that there is a Jonesy, but this predates Letterkenny. But this Jonesy's also a sports athlete who's a douchebag. He's just not funny.
So clearly they were inspired by Wrong Turn 2, Dead End.
Clearly, Jonesy, we found it, guys. Jonesy's from Wrong Turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Colonel Murphy, he explains all the rules, which it's the basic rules. Do challenges, don't get eliminated. There's traps set all over the place. He explains to them that they have little dog tags that he's like, if you hit a trap, you'll become radiated, and that means you're eliminated unless you complete the challenge to not be, and blah, blah, blah. It's like doing the whole reveal. And then everybody gets broken up into teams. Everybody starts splitting off to go do their stuff. Which then Colonel Murphy ends up finding out that they forgot to set up a couple cameras, and so he's like, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. Like I'll go set them up for you while they're getting situated, just make sure we're getting the filming and blah blah blah. So he takes off to go do that, and he's gonna have a great time. They introduce you to another army person who, Amber, one of the contestants, was also ex-army, and she has a talk with Colonel Murphy, and in your mind you're like, that's the final girl. She's gonna be the one that survives, because like she's smart, she knows what she's doing, and everyone else is a fucking idiot. Like, that makes sense.
She's in the military, things like that.
So anyway, so then we cut over to, speaking of which, we cut over to Jonesy and Amber, and turns out Jonesy's a pervert.
Oh, what a surprise.
He doesn't know how to quit. He irritates the shit out of Amber, and she ends up just losing it out on and telling him off, just, I'm a lesbian. Take the hint. Fuck off. So, he doesn't, though. He just keeps getting freaky, and, trying to get freaky and talking sexual. Which is fine, because then we cut over to Jake and Elena, and they get just getting it on. They're getting freaky, and then it turns out M, who's the producer, cameraman, whatever, he's trying to make a storyline with the two of them hooking up because that'll sell the show. And Jake calls him out about, like, I thought this was a family-friendly survival show. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, but sex sells. So get back in the water with her tits. Literally.
And I mean, he's not wrong.
So Jake doesn't want anything to do with that. He ends up storming off, and then Elena just blows M because she's just like, I need all the camera time I can get, and awkward, while also being spied on by somebody from the woods.
Yeah, my favorite part about the can you say on YouTube?
We'll edit things.
My favorite thing about it is that he's doing the butters where his pants are all the way down.
Jeez.
Instead of, just whipping the dick out and pulling it down slightly, he's like, to the ankles.
Yeah. They be doing it like that sometimes, I guess. I can't recall any time I've done that, but typically Typically, I'm already in a bedroom when that happens. So I was
going to say, my pants are either all the way off, Exactly, or I'm sitting down, which you can't really take your pants to your ankles when you're sitting. Anyway,
Hey, you know. So anyway, after that, then we cut over and we get Mara and Nina, they're just doing typical game show. They're talking and trying to figure out how they're going to survive. They set off a trap, sets off a giant auditory whatever. And they end up finding a little thing that tells them, you've been irradiated. You have to blah, blah, blah with this device, and it'll save you from elimination. So they try doing that, but then, like, Mara ends up dropping it into a river, and then she falls in the fucking river trying to get it. And she gets it, though. She gets it right at the last minute, and they turn it off. Woo. Let me tell you, when she turns off the device, I expected someone to come up behind her and just kill her immediately, because, I mean, that's what these movies are.
oh,
Nobody dies yet. Like, I don't know what the hillbillies are doing at this point in the movie, but, like, you killed Amber, who was driving down the road bothering nobody until she hit Brother. Everyone else is in the woods. Like, they're literally in your environment, and everybody's just like, live a little longer.
They're busy jacking it.
Oh, we'll get to that. So, because, oh, by the way, when they set off the auditory alarm, the hillbillies become aware that there's people, which I have a note on. I have a note on this, which is, how the fuck are you going to tell me that this entire time that they've been setting up this show for God knows how many weeks, the hillbillies didn't pay any fucking attention to them at all?
Well, they were taking their
trip.
They were there. They were taking their trip to Disneyland.
Like, they no one knew these things were there. Like, they didn't give a shit when all the traps are being set up, when all the cameras being set up. But the minute someone trips one of the wires.
I like the idea of, like, the underpaid tech who's setting up all the things. He's sleep deprived. He sees the fucking, like, the pike on a stick with a really obvious tripwire. He's like, is this me? Did I do this? I had to have done this. Clearly, this is it's safe. It's fine.
I mean, who else would be putting up some kind of trap for the show? Man, I'm
exactly
good.
just like.
And
I bet it's like the same way with the fucking hillbillies, where they see the fake things. They're like, did we do this? You know, for the life of me, I cannot remember if I myself did this or not.
You know what? If it works, it works. Let's keep moving.
All right. You know, eventually we'll get something out of it. Well, I really like the idea that that the hillbillies are just like normally speaking people, but they're too shy around strangers, so they just go.
Yeah. So then we cut back over to Blowjob Girl, and they're doing. I got a little mixed around. This is where we get the scene, because she's topless in the water, and then he's like, "Yeah, give me more," and then he's like, "I need to go check on the other contestants," and then she talks about she wants her 50 minutes of fame, and she blows him.
Yeah, which props to Crystal Lowe. The actress who I also know from Final Destination 3.
Oh shit! I thought she looked familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw her in there. I was like, I've seen these people other places, and like her, I feel like I've seen recently.
God, what's his fucking name?
I couldn't put my finger on it. Because Jake also is in. He was in the horror movie thing I saw recently too. All of these people I've seen in other things.
Jake, you know, that's a Texas Battle. Is his name. Also Final Destination 3.
Okay, that would explain a lot. So you get the scene. We also see the brothers in it. It's Brother. They don't tell you it's him, but it's him. Brothers in the trees watching him get a and starts jerking it, and then they cut over to Nina and Mara. who are having a downtime because of the challenge thing that she almost failed. So then Nina gives her a pep talk, and it's a little bit of character building.
You can do anything as long as you believe.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Which then we cut back to Jonesy once again, just being weird, man. Like, he's being weird about her being a lesbian, and it's just weird. Like, he's like,
okay. We're waiting for each other. Go ahead.
Well, no, because he's like, no, I get it. You're not into guys. We're on the same team. Haha, same team. You're just like my older lesbian sister. Ha 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 ha. Nothing sexual. But in reality, though, if you ever like, you know? And I'm like, just, dude, the fuck?
See, the thing is, you can be weird with your friends and consensually. Don't be weird to strangers. If I want to talk about blowing Jared or doing things to his dad, that's fine because we're cool with that. We know it's not serious. I was going to say something else, but I don't want to keep making you censor.
We'll see. We'll see. So anyway, back to Jonesy. So we're on that. They end up finding some meat.
Right.
They think it's part of the game show. You know, Amber tries to point out, like, Amber tries to point out, like, what if it's an actual hunter's thing that he's cooking up a thing that he hunted, and Jonesy goes, well, he's unfortunate for him. He's on the game show. It's kill or be killed. So, like, I'm gonna take his meat because that's us surviving. We're doing the show. So they do it. They steal this fucking just hunk of rebar with chunks of meat on it. Keep that in mind for later, folks.
Yeah, because when fucking I see meat on rebar, I'm like, clearly a sane person is cooking this.
Yeah, clearly only the highest culinary chef is out here in the woods. So I can smell the spices he's using. What is that?
Salt.
Is that a little bit, a hint of salt with... is that tetanus? Is that tetanus? Is that the tingling I'm getting in the back of my throat? That's nice.
The thing I like about tetanus is it's on your tongue, so you can't feel pain anymore.
That's part of the whole thing. We cut back over to Colonel Murphy. He's finishing setting up cameras, and he sets up a couple more traps. And then he finds some junk on the ground, and he says, goddamn weekend warriors. And he starts trying to clean up and getting real ticked off that somebody's littering. Then he gets attacked by Pa, who starts shooting arrows at him. But luckily, Colonel Murphy, in his military training, he avoids all the arrows.
He's a Marine.
But then across from him, he gets encountered by Three Finger, who tries to throw the axe at him, and he misses. And then the Colonel throws the knife at him, and then he doesn't know how to react when Three Finger pulls it out of him and kind of laughs at him as he licks it. Which is fair. It's a fair reaction. That's an 8-inch blade that just went into that guy, and he didn't even flinch.
Look, I might eat crayons, but what the fuck?
Yeah. But it doesn't really matter because Pa ends up behind him, knocks him out, and they drag him away. It's not dead yet. So then from here, we cut back. We're back to Mara and Nina. Good fucking... This is where I mentioned in the first Wrong Turn movie when we covered it. The cabin is never the fucking same. They changed this goddamn cabin because it changes in this movie. You mean the cabin that
exploded in the last one? The one that's exploded smithereens?
Yeah, so then you'd think, where are they living if this is a sequel to the first one? That's fine. There's just another old-ass cabin in the woods. There's just another one. It was somewhere else.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And the girls find it and immediately do what the people of the first movie did. Why? They immediately walk in like it's their own, and just, can we use your phone? We need some help. And nobody
This place full of
this.
loose, rusty knives and nails and odd stench. This is the place I trust.
This cabin is completely different than what we got in the first movie. This one is more like a rustic, like, woodsman's cabin. It's not full of body parts, things like that. Like, we'll get into it when we get to the end of this, why that one's not a junker cabin like the other one was, full of shit. So yeah, they start going through that, through the cabin, and they're just kind of like, I don't know where everybody is. I don't see a phone either. But then it doesn't matter, because then the family returns home, Ma and sister, because Ma's pregnant, and Ma's about to give birth. She's about to have a new baby.
Is it Ma and sister, or is it just sister?
It's Ma and sister, because Ma's pregnant. Because Ma has a baby, and sister helps deliver it. After delivering baby, sister turns around and notices Mara and Nina trying to hide in the bedroom. And
okay, I forgot. In my brain, I mixed the two of them together. That Ma was sister giving birth.
Trust me, it's easy to do. Easy to do. They don't have original names, and they look alike. So anyway, yeah, they end up escaping, but the only way to escape is they have to go through the shitter. They break out the floor and wall and escape that way. From here, people start dying.
I hate to interrupt, but I'm looking at the track listing right here, and track 4 is called Birth of Baby Splooge. And I felt like I had to interrupt for that.
That's the song name?
Yep, Birth of Baby Splooge. Splooge. Baby Splooge. Baby's name's Splooge, Jared. Why is it Splooge? I just read another one in the I read another one. I read another song in the future. It's called Baby Splooge Lives. Spoilers, but fucking Baby Splooge, that's the name of the fucking baby.
I didn't know that.
Fucking Baby Splooge. I gotta listen to. I want not now because copyright, but I'm gonna listen to see if I can find Baby Splooge Lives.
I've heard the baby called a different name. I did not.
Yep, if you look up Baby Splooge YouTube, the first thing is Birth of Baby Splooge.
Oh my god,
From 8
that's
years
hilarious.
ago.
How the fuck did I not know that? Fucking hilarious.
Oh god, when you put this in the fucking video, the YouTube video, let's fucking put that thing when we say the name Baby Splooge.
Oh, I'm gonna try to get a screenshot of that fucking child. That's not what I thought that thing was called.
Oh god, I'm terrified to incognito search Baby Splooge. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh yeah, no, that will not come up with anything good.
That will be. I'll hit enter and there will be a knock at my door.
So anyway, Mara and Nina are trying to get away. But the paw throws an axe into Mara's head, and she's dead. She's fucking dead. Dead immediately. Nina survives. She ends up getting away. Then we cut back to Chris and Elena. Or, sorry, not Chris. M and Elena. I originally thought his name was Chris because who the fuck names himself M? Anyway, so it cuts back to M and Elena.
Yeah, Michael M. Epstein.
Yes. They got it on. You know, they had their fun. Which means they have to die now, because that is horror movie rules. Them's the rules. Now we see that brother's up in the trees above the shoreline there, and he's just jerking it real hard.
Mm. He's like
Real hard.
The first titties I've seen that didn't have 4 nipples.
You know what? Honestly, yes. Yeah. Oh my god, she has a face that doesn't look like it was run over by an axe. Holy shit.
Look at those pores.
I can see her hair follicles.
Her hairline is before her ears.
She has a normal-sized head.
Look at that. 10 fingers, 10 toes.
She makes a sandwich. Oh, man, she could eat without any problem with that normal face.
I love this character we just invented in Red Mutant who's turned on by normal everyday things.
Just normal shit.
Oh, look at that. 2 ear holes.
Oh, man, ears on the side of the head, not the top. Oh.
The side of the head.
Oh. You probably breathe normally, don't you? It's so hot.
Doesn't sound like a pug when you walk 5 feet.
It's so fucking dumb. I love it. So yeah, brother's been peeping Tom, and sister catches him and beats the shit out of him because keep it in the family. Mm-hmm. So they scuffle, and they hit an alarm trap, which immediately lets Elena know, like, oh, I'm not alone. There's somebody trying to mess with me. Now, here's the person that deserves the death that they get. So Elena gets my personal. I know everybody has their own awards they do for things and movies and things that they cover. Personally, I'd like to hand her the Dumb Bitch Award. For as a screaming, psychopathic, mutated person comes running out of the trees wielding a very large knife, instead of running away like a normal person, no, she instead gets her shorts onto one leg and then proceeds to try to run away while also attempting to put on said shorts. And immediately falls face first into the lake and then is killed. And I go, deserved.
Look, she might give head to someone else's boyfriend so she can be more popular. But damn will she not have her hoo-ha out while she's running away.
She's wearing a bikini or underwear at least. Like, she's wearing something. My point being, folks, is that's not the point. The point being, if a fucking psychopath who looks like they are straight out of your nightmares is running at you, don't stop to put on your shorts. Fuck the shorts. Run for your life.
Yeah. That, advice for in general. If your life is in danger and your penis is out,
you'd rather be alive
fucking
and naked.
Book it. Yeah. Would you rather have cuts in your body and accidentally flash the old lady and give her a heart attack, or would you rather be dead?
Something to think about. So, so she's dead, and had to hold back my vomit. Brother and sister just start getting it on.
The Lannisters.
Incest is the best. according to them. Yeah.
Look, you don't fuck your family. Fuck other people's family.
Yeah, don't, because you'll make wrong turn babies. So Colonel Murphy, we cut back to him when we find that he's been hung up by the family, and they just kind of just keep fucking with him. And rest of the family shows up. They drop off Mara's body, and Colonel's immediately trying to figure out if she's alive, dead, whatever. Obviously, she's fucking dead. And this is where Three Finger thinks he's gonna have some fun. He stabs him up a couple times, and he's sharpening the knife, and thinks he's gonna have fun, killing and torturing this big beefy boy. And then, as he gets close, the Colonel, being the military man that he is, headbutts the shit out of him. So he drops the knife, and then proceeds to, get unhung up, gets the knife, and uncuts his binds and fights Three Finger, and then they end up wrestling for a shotgun, and then Three Finger gets shot, but he's not dead because he comes back in every movie after this.
See, the thing is, if they've established that he can survive anything at this point.
I mean, that's fair. He survived having the last house blown up on him. But he has a tire-sized hole in his chest. Like, I don't...
See, that's why...
I want to call that out.
That's why you have to do the nasty and the pasty. By breeding with your own grandma, you make super babies. Immune to the brain.
So, Colonel Murphy, Jesus Christ. He turns into Rambo, and he gets all grease painted up, and takes a bunch of TNT, straps it to arrows, takes the bow and arrow, takes his knife, takes the shotgun. He's going all out to kill these things, save his people.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, you should. M ends up heading back to the base trailer, where at first somebody was there. His name was Neil. But unfortunately for Neil, a little bit earlier, he went out to take a piss and wasn't paying attention to the cameras, and Three Fingers slit his throat and scalped him all at the same time. It was quite a horrific way to go. So yeah, M heads back there, not knowing that, obviously. Cameras start acting up, so he's like, "Oh, well, let me get down and fix these wires." While he's doing so, once again, not paying attention to the fucking camera. Pa has one of the cameras, and you see him walk up to the trailer, but then stop. And then him and Ma take the whole thing for a little joyride. And they're having fun with it. M thinks everyone's fucking with him. Pa opens up the little divider and then proceeds to beat the hell out of him. Which I assumed he was dead when I, rewatching this. I thought that's where he died.
Could you imagine it from his perspective, where you think someone's fucking with you, and they just open up the curtain, there's a fucking 6'10" mutant, and he just like, hello.
Yeah, who then proceeds to just start putting an arrow into you manually into your shoulder.
I would just be like, all right, it's my time. I'll have the long life.
So we get that. Then we cut back to our meat bandits, Jonesy and Amber, and they're enjoying it. They're eating it. And Jake joins them because he's back at the base camp, and they're all just chit-chatting and whatnot, and he's talking about how he doesn't agree with how M was trying to push the sex storyline and all that. And Nina shows up yelling about the cannibal hillbilly mutant people, and it's like, yeah, whatever, you're crazy, and they have a whole argument about it until Amber notices the infinity tattoo that was on Kim's body.
You know what?
And
that
they
makes
realize they're eating Kim. It was good while it lasted, though. They were enjoying it, scarfing it right down.
Dude, so good.
Kim tasted good.
Just gotta say that I think that might be a reference also to the Cannibal Holocaust. I believe that there is a girl who has a tattoo
I
who
believe
they
it.
eat.
There's a couple references like that. Anyway, so yeah, they all noticed the tattoo. They all realized they were eating human. They run off into the woods. Pretty solid plan. They're gonna go back to the recording trailer where they know the producer's at, and they're gonna tell them that they need to go. Blah blah blah. But not before they run into more incest, because they run in to sister and brother fucking. But they think it's Mara. And why? Or sorry, they think it's Elena. Why would they think that? Oh, because brother was jerking off to Elena while she was sunbathing naked, so sister scalped her and took her face.
Mm-hmm.
It's real
Yeah.
nasty stuff.
What are you talking about? That's
You think she's hot? Now I am her.
And it's like,
You know, nothing
no,
makes-
you're not.
like also like you don't. How do you see that and be like, oh, it's clearly the same person? Like,
It's a reference to that's clearly a reference to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, especially the reboot when he takes the boyfriend's face and she thinks it's him. Although that one way creepier. This one was just disturbing. So yeah, they end up all running. They separate. Nina falls into a trap. Jake helps her out. And then the two fucking idiots. So Jonesy and Amber get separated, and they're arguing and bitching, and Jonesy tries to like have character development of that he's been a douchebag this entire trip, and he should have been nicer, blah, blah, blah. They get trapped in a snare trap like for a deer. I thought, in my mind, Amber survived the whole movie. I was wrong, because brother shoots them both through the face. In a father-son bonding moment. I thought
it's so
Amber
sweet.
lived. It's a little sad. Because she reminded me of Wrong Turn 2. One of the final girls in that movie. I was like, oh yeah, I think she survives in here. And no. Dude, no. She took an arrow to the fucking back of the head. So they're dead.
Believe it or not, Hills Have Eyes too.
Yes, Hills Have
She was
Eyes.
in that.
Is she the same person from that? You know, you could look at the actress name.
Well, I'm looking at the actress's name.
Oh,
Sorry, I was looking at the role, and I was like,
Because I couldn't, like, when I was watching this, I was like, I'm pretty sure she was in The Hills Have Eyes too.
Yep, I'm looking at that right now, where she plays. I think
She
she's
is
not
who
in
I thought she
military
was.
yet. Yeah.
She has to be who I thought. It has to be who I thought then. The one that they take back to the cave for reasons.
Mm.
And then she escapes. So like they had her in like a so I thought she survived this one too, honestly. And seeing her die, I was like, oh, I'm remembering the other movie.
That's how they get you.
So yeah, after that, then we're back. We're back at the cabin because Colonel Murphy comes up and we meet Old Man, who's the old man from the first movie who was at the gas station. It's his house that they came
The
to.
Harbinger.
And Murphy threatens him, and he stitches himself up, bandages up, whatever. And then Old Man tells him about the land and how the paper mill poisoned the water and killed all the animals. But he says it's what caused all the mutants. But can I just say, were they putting fucking radioactive material into the paper? Because how the fuck did some... I get chemicals can do things, but like the mutants, that seems like a stretch. Just saying. That seems like quite a bit of a stretch to be like, it's the chemicals from the paper mill. I don't think that makes superhumans. I think that kills you.
Paper mill wastes. So,
Which is also the exact same premise of another movie that I watched, and I realize that now. I'm gonna have to look it up again. It's the one with the mutated bear, but that's the same premise: is that chemicals from a paper mill caused it.
It looks like for the most part, the byproduct of a paper mill is really beneficial to the environment because
Man, and all the
it can
movies tell you it's bad.
yeah, or it has too much sodium for if it's at most.
So there you go, folks. Too much sodium will turn you into mutated hillbilly people.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's doom all over again. It's not how this
Oh
works.
no. One extra chromosome.
Yeah, it gives you extra chromosomes, apparently extra sodium, so be careful. Put those potato chips down. So they end up they're at the cabin, he's telling him about it. Murphy doesn't pay too much attention to it until old man decides by the way, this old man has an obsession with Pepto-Bismol because he's drinking this shit like it's a 6-pack of beer in the first movie, and in this one, he's doing the exact same thing where he's just sipping on a Pepto, telling them all about the land and the families that lived here.
It's like the actor was like, I need a quirk.
My ulcers are kicking up. Oh, you can just drink Pepto. You did that in the first movie. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it fits.
It's from eating all the paper mill byproduct, all that.
Yeah, it's from all that sodium he keeps intaking. You know, he doesn't mutate because the Pepto. So he ends up telling him that it's his family, which this is where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense what they do in the next movie, because he's basically implying that he is their father and that they're all his children and that he needs to stop killing all of his children. Which doesn't make sense when you get to 3, because when they introduce the other character, that's the father.
Yeah, but
so
also
it's real confusing.
They make it sound like it's been generations and generations of inbreeding when it's been fucking one.
Yeah, that isn't. Yeah, they do talk about it's been generation after generation, but like, if the paper mill shut down, say in the 80s or 70s, Sawtooth and Three Finger were the children, and they were just that mutated. Like that. No,
it says it happened 30 years ago.
Like that.
So you're telling every one of those mutants is that first generation mutant all have to be under 30.
It's in 2007.
Yeah, so that would have been
So it puts it in the 70s.
Which I don't think all those mutants are under 30.
I don't think they are, no. Like Ma and Pa, I don't.
Yeah, they would have to be
they're under 30.
But man, one generation of paperweights, and you're like, that sister of mine.
Everybody left. We gotta repopulate. Let's not leave the town or do anything. Let's just repopulate.
It took one fucking board guy, and now they have all this fucking shit.
It took one recluse who was living in the woods, and the paper mill was his only line of work. It took losing that for him to be like, well, guess I gotta start fucking my sister.
Look, we've all had bad days when we've all lost jobs. But no. It's like they're like, yes, clearly.
That's a good point. I never really thought about that, but you're right. You're absolutely right. So the old man starts fighting Colonel Murphy. Murphy throws TNT into his back of his pants. He blows up. Very fun is he just blows up. Then we cut back over to Jake and Nina, who had been chased, and they ended up falling in a river. They end up downriver at the paper mill. And that's where we do the whole thing. They find more retconning from the first movie. Apparently, they also stored cars in the paper mill and not just the abandoned field we saw, because the paper mill is also full of fucking vehicles of various times. And they find the...
all within the last 30 years, mind you.
Yes. A lot of people come down this wrong turn for some reason. It's also another thing of like, how many fucking people are going down this road? Like, Jesus Christ. So anyway, they find the trailer that has all the recording stuff. They don't find M, but instead they get a live feed of M is still alive, but then Ma immediately like just starts murdering him. So he's dead now. Then Nina and Jake get nabbed by Pa, and Pa ties them up. And we get some Sawyer family Texas chainsawness, where Ma's cooking up the meat, sister's butchering a body with brother, and Pa's watching TV. Leave him alone. Yeah,
I'm tired of work.
And they literally do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where Nina's tied up at the table and they're all eating people and try to force feed her as well. But it's okay. She's not going to have to deal with it like everyone else has ever done, because Colonel Murphy comes in like Solid Snake and sneaking around just... And he
the
like
large man
opens a metal grate and no one hears it. And he gets everyone free. Nina immediately takes off. Like, just says, peace out, I'm done, and runs outside. Jake ends up being the reason he's caught. And this is where Colonel Murphy dies. I thought he died in his knife fight with Three Finger, and boy, was I wrong. Yeah, so Colonel Murphy and Pa end up fighting. Oh no, sorry, I'm skipping a whole thing here. I had missed it. Brother and sister get killed because he sets off an alarm trap when he first gets in, lures brother and sister out, shoots them with a TNT arrow. They blow up. They blow up because they're idiots. Then he rescues both of them and he gets into a fight with Pa. But it doesn't even fucking work because Pa shoots him with like 3 arrows, and then Ma just comes in with fucking like razor wire, what are those called?
Direct wire?
String with the 2 balls, and you throw it.
Like a bolo?
Thank you. Yeah, she comes in with a razor wire bolo and just fucking round the throat. Down goes Colonel Murphy. He had a good run. Yeah. He was doing good there. He killed 3, although I guess Three Finger's technically not dead. But he killed 3. In his mind, he killed 3.
He went out a hero.
He did. He went out a hero. So he's dead. Jake starts getting into a battle with Pa and Ma, and then Nina runs back in. Nina saves him by setting off. She sends like a log on a conveyor thing and knocks them into a giant grinder that is in the facility, because you grind up wood to make pulp. So yeah, and then that's it. Ma and Pa are dead. Jake and Nina get in the Mustang and they ride off into the sunset, and it's a happy little ending. But what would a wrong turn movie be without a Three Finger ending?
Can't forget Baby Splooge.
I can't fucking believe that is that child's name. But yes, at the very end of the movie, Three Finger is shown filling up a bottle with the contaminated water and feeding Baby Splooge.
As I say it.
I had seen the dead meat covering over the kills, and I remember that he had called that baby Three Toe. So in my notes, I was like, oh yeah, Three Toe. Like, yeah, no, that makes sense, because Three Finger, Three Toe, whatever. I didn't know his name was Splooge.
Yes, I'm about to say.
Because they never say the child's name in the movie. So when I heard him say Three Toe, I remembered that, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense, because Three Finger. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I don't like Splooge.
There's
no way.
I just gotta say, so the guy who made the album, Bear McCreary, if you want to hear some other things he's made music for,
Uh-huh.
you, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Halo, Call of Duty Vanguard, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Black Sails, God of War Ragnarok, Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Jesus Christ, why the hell did he do Wrong Turn 2?
That was his second one he's done. He went up.
It went way up from there.
Well jubbed. Well jubbed. Well jubbed.
That's Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. I plan on covering all the wrong turns. They're a struggle to get through the later you go. 3 I'm actually still kind of okay with. I saw 3 recently, and I know that one I'm actually still kind of okay with. It has a fun enough premise. After that, though, they really lose me. But
I cannot wait till we talk about the one where the woman smothers a man with her hoo-ha.
It's gonna be a great time. Well, if you out there, if you're watching, thank you. First of all, thank you very much for stopping in and giving us a listen. Very much appreciated. Give us a like, a comment, subscribe if you want. Share us around if you find it enjoyable, if we made you laugh.
Yeah. Share it if you don't.
Yeah, share it with other people so they're also miserable. We'll enjoy it. And also, I got some more episodes coming out. I know Jokey Pants hasn't been exactly on the ball with releasing episodes, but I'm trying to figure out with some other people the guest spot. There's some people who are interested, and they gave me some ideas for movies where I was like, yeah, I'd cover that. So stay tuned. I will have some more things coming. We'll have this one and another episode that will actually be coming out sooner rather than later. And just stay tuned. Just bear with me. Go listen to What an Oddcast. We have episodes every week there. Stay out, stay happy, and remember the rules. Gotta remember the rules. You don't take a wrong turn. Stay out of the sewer. Don't dump your chemicals in the sewer. Don't bring things back from the dead. Don't bury the dead under the road because they will come back and kill you. Don't prank your friends as a serial killer. I think that one should just go without saying. Like, that's pretty basic, I would think. And last but not least, most importantly of all the rules, do not read from the book. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Can't wait to fuck my sister.